Have you ever stopped to think that behind every badge in The Rookie, there is a scar, a loss, or a broken dream that propelled them there? The shocking truth is that none of them became a police officer by chance. From the oldest rookie in the Los Angeles Police Department to the toughest training officer, they all carry a weight that defines every decision, every shot, and every life they save or lose. Get ready to discover the dark secrets and surprising motivations that shaped these unlikely heroes. Hey clickers, subscribe with the bell activated. Comment on the content you want to see on the channel, share this video to help us grow, and leave your hype. This helps us a lot. In The Rookie, the narrative depth lies not just in the day-to-day police action, but in the complex web of past experiences that each character brings to the force. The central premise, which follows the journey of John Nolan, a man in his 40s who decides to restart his life as a cop, already sets the tone. His story does not begin at the police academy. It starts with the end of his 20-year marriage and the collapse of his construction company. Caught in a bank robbery, a moment of helplessness turns into a catalyst for a drastic life change, seeking a purpose he felt he had lost. This origin, grounded in a midlife crisis and the search for relevance, makes him immediately relatable and complex. Angela Lopez, in turn, is the personification of ambition and determination forged in a challenging environment. Raised by a public defender mother, she developed a strong sense of justice from an early age, but with a unique perspective. Her initial dream was to become a detective, a goal she pursued with relentless tenacity, often putting her work ahead of her personal life. Her trajectory is marked by a constant need to prove herself in a male-dominated field, a reflection of her own internal battles and the pressure to honor her family's expectations and sacrifices. Every case she solves is another step towards solidifying her identity and her worth. Tim Bradford carries a visibly darker and heavier burden. His facade as a tough and inflexible training officer is an armor built on deep trauma. His past as a Marine in combat zones in Iraq and Afghanistan left emotional scars that he rarely exposes. Furthermore, his personal story is tragically marked by the drug addiction of his ex-wife, Isabel, who was also a police officer. His struggle to try to save her, culminating in undercover operations and her eventual arrest, shaped his cynical worldview and his rigorous approach to training new recruits. He teaches with toughness because he has seen firsthand the devastating consequences of a single mistake in the field. Lucy Chen represents the struggle between family expectations and personal vocation. Coming from a family where her parents are psychologists, she was raised under pressure to pursue a safe academic career. Her decision to join the police force was an act of rebellion, a search for her own identity away from the shadow of her parents, who vehemently disapproved of her choice. This family tension is a constant backdrop to her journey. Her story gains a layer of extreme complexity and trauma after being kidnapped and buried alive by a serial killer. This terrifying experience did not break her, but forced her to confront her own mortality and redefine her strength, transforming her into a more empathetic and resilient officer. Sergeant Wade Gray is the pillar of the station, the veteran whose wisdom and caution come from years of experience and significant losses. Initially skeptical of Nolan, his distrust was not personal, but rather the result of a long career watching idealistic rookies face the harsh reality of the streets. His story is marked by the tragedy of seeing partners and friends fall in service. One of the most defining events of his past was the death of his former partner, an event that made him extremely protective of his officers and averse to unnecessary risks. His perspective is that of someone who understands the human cost of police work, serving as a moral anchor and a constant reminder of the true stakes involved. Nyla Harper, introduced later in the series, brings a story of infiltration and loss that redefines intensity. 4 years working undercover in a drug cartel left her with deep psychological scars and a destroyed marriage, costing her the custody of her daughter. Her return to patrol work is, in fact, a journey of recovery, an attempt to reconnect with a normal life and prove she can be a present mother. Her initial aggressiveness and distrust of everyone around her are defense mechanisms developed during years of living a dangerous lie. Her evolution from a broken agent to a mentor and mother figure at the station demonstrates the complex reconstruction of an identity fragmented by duty. Each character in The Rookie is not just a uniform. They are the direct result of a past story that informs their actions, their fears, and their victories.
The series masterfully weaves these individual narratives together, showing that a police officer is not defined solely by the badge they carry, but by the person they were before putting it on. The life experiences of Nolan, Lopez, Bradford, Chen, Gray, and Harper are the true engines behind their arcs, making The Rookie as compelling a character study as it is a police drama. The reason each one has a story is because at the core of the series, what makes them heroes is not the absence of flaws or trauma, but the way they get up and continue to serve despite everything. And you, which character's story in The Rookie impacted you the most? We want to know your opinion here in the comments. Do not forget to leave your like if you enjoyed this in-depth analysis, and to share this video with other fans of the series so our channel can continue to grow. Your interaction is essential for us to bring more content like this. Thanks.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards